Hey guys, welcome to my review of the Figma Guts Berserker Armor Repaint / Co-Edition figure. As you can see here, the box has a nice window box on it. As you can see there, the side of the box just makes this figure just be more exciting, of course, with the bloods and the guts on it. Even if it's really cartoony, it still looks good. You get some really nice pictures of the actual figure looking great, even if you can't really see the blood. Yeah, this figure has blood on it. The back of the box obviously showing you the different poses, the accessories, and all that jazz. But let's open it up, because what's the point of keeping it, you know, boxed up? And I have to say, I got this figure for $80 US in Howling, Japan. When it came out, yes, when it came out, I actually did a video when it came out. Sadly that video is long gone. Thank you YouTube and Kappa. Fuck you guys, obviously. And yeah, this is what it looks like inside this little plastic coffin with this little bag. So let's take a look at the accessories. Now, as you can see there, you get the figure, you get the stand, you get Shikra. I always forget her name. Obviously, I have 2 of the Dragon Slayers, and man, check them out. The one at the top is actually the perfect one, is how the sword should look like. The one on the bottom is the one with the paint problems, and what happened is that mine chipped with the paint problem one, so good smile, I contacted them and they sent me a new one. Now, as you can see here, she looks great. I love this color version of her a lot more because it's white, it looks like a ghost. The other one, the original one, looked yellow, it kind of looked like pee. Now, the articulation on guts is pretty awesome. As you can see here, the arm can go up this much and that much. It can go full 360 by the way. It has elbow band all the way 90 degrees, which is always welcome. Sadly, the hands don't have ball joints, which kind of sucks. I wish they have ball joints. They should have went with that, but hey, still pretty good. The leg can go up this much and the knee can bend like that, and I love that it has the knee pads separately. Now, there are ball joints on the feet, and as you can see there, really good articulation. The toe goes up, doesn't go down by the way, but that's okay. Man, the ab crunch is really great. As you can see, there is a lot, and the head, depending on which head you have, is the amount of articulation you're gonna have. Remember, if you remove that chest part, you're gonna have more articulation. Now, the heads here, this is the Skull Knight armor, and this is exclusive to this version of this armor. Same goes for a paint job, and as you can see there, is basically the same face. Is when he has control of the armor, full control of it, which is pretty cool. But if you know, he does come with the other one. This is where he's kind of in the middle, you know, he has control of it, but he doesn't really have all the way, so that's why the helmet, it has to be treated back a little bit more. But the one we love, the Berserker, is this one. This is where the armor has full control, the demon has been unleashed, and fuck, if you're not careful, you're gonna die. Yes, this guy looks amazing, and in black, just looks beautiful. I just love the way he looks, honestly. And man, this is what it's supposed to look like. Yeah, this is what you're actually gonna be getting. Now, as you can see here, she is really white, and you can see the translucent, the cape. We'll talk about the cape really soon about that, because it's good and bad at the same time. But man, the details look great, everything is there. Yeah, this is a basic repaint, obviously, of the original one. The original one was a silver color, a gray color. This one went with black. The sword has guts, it has the blood on it. It just looks spectacular, it just looks really awesome, and the poses you can do is pretty awesome. The only bad thing about the poses is if those hands had ball joints, you could do so much, because the sword will be able to just stay there a lot harder. And if the cape was actually with the wires in leather, would have been so much better. This cape is good, you know, because it actually holds the figure up, and so you don't have any problems with it falling down. But when it comes to, you know, just it's just, you want to do some really extreme poses like in the anime, which he can actually do, but you're hindered by that cape, and that is really sad. If you know where I can get one, a leather one with wires made for this figure, let me know. Just drop the link, because I really want to get my hands on it. And man, it looks amazing, and wow, as you can see there, it's just, you get so much emotion out of the armor, and swapping with the different chest pieces, it just makes it look so much better. So I'm gonna leave you guys with a little slideshow that I made just for you guys. I went to use some Disturbed songs, but you can't. Fuck YouTube. So I hope you guys enjoyed that little slideshow there. I wanted to use Disturbed, some of their songs, but fuck YouTube and their stupid copyright bullshit. But as you can see here, he can dual wield. Now, is it the perfect dual wield? Depends. The problem is Dragon Slayer is pretty long and pretty heavy. That's the bad thing. The other thing is, if you want to do the X, cross swords, well, unlike animes and other media, swords don't actually stick to each other when they clash, so they just slide down, and that's the problem here. But you can do some really nice poses. Obviously, if I had a better cape, I could have done a lot more, but which, you know what I got. I mean, he's not supposed to do wheel, but it's still pretty nice. As you can see there, it's still pretty awesome. Now, one really cool thing that you guys might like, that we're gonna get to, as you can see here, he can kind of do the cannon, but sadly there's no hand with the cannon mark on it, but this is the best you can do. And the cool thing is this, it actually has the brand mark there, it has the curse. Sadly, I wish they would have painted it red. I want to paint it red, but I don't know about that. I don't know if the red paint that I have actually is gonna look good, but it's there, and it's a really nice detail that they added that, and it's something a lot of people were not expecting. Now, another drawback is this. Yeah, he does come with Guts face, but no hair. There's no hair, so this is as much as you can get. But one of my favorite things about this armor is this pose, because this is how you actually see the armor the first time in the manga. You see it sitting down like that. If I remember correctly, it doesn't have the cape, but I just put the cape there so I didn't have to use the stand, so that is how I worked it in. And I have to say, this figure honestly is pretty awesome to own. And you might be thinking, huh, even with the shortcomings? Yes. The thing is that I had a chance to buy the original silver one when it first came out for very, very, very cheap, and I didn't buy it. I actually passed on it thinking that I'll get it sometime later, and I actually fucked up. That figure, the original one, is going for around 400, 500 if it has the manga, and the one that I could have gotten would have had the manga. At the time it was only $80 US, so I fucked up there, and this figure has been my holy grail of Figmas for a very, very long time, and I always wanted them, you know, to reissue it or find it cheap, and I was never able to get that. But when they announced this motherfucker, okay, this motherfucker, that is a repaint, it's black, it looks amazing. I think black fits the Black Swordsman guts to the most. I think that is the color that is for him. It's black. I don't know why they went silver the first time, but black is just his color, you know, that jet black, which is pretty awesome. Another thing about this figure, something that I cannot show sadly, and trust me, I tried a couple times and failed, is that this armor under certain light actually looks purple. It actually has like a purple glow to it, and you can clearly see the blood and everything. It's really awesome. The blood is not that noticeable here about this figure. The reason being that I think it was kind of back and forth, because some people wanted it with the blood, some people did not. Some people want it with more blood, some people want it with less. So that was a whole debacle, a whole thing. And I remember when I made those videos, people were like, no, fuck you, we want it with a lot of blood. No, fuck you, I don't want it with blood. So I think that's where Goodsmile kind of was like, oh man, I don't know what the fuck to do, and they kind of went half-assed it, but it's okay. I mean, blood without blood, I still love it. And man, I just wish they would have changed out those wrists. I wish we would have gotten all joints and all that. That would have been awesome. I like the welcome edition of the skull helmet. I think it's amazing that they actually added that. It really adds to it, and a lot of people that have the original are really pissed off because this one came here and the value on that kind of dropped a little bit. It's still pretty high if you have the manga, but this one is also going pretty high. I think Amazon, the cheapest I seen it was 90, but that was like months ago. I don't know what is going out for now, but I'm pretty sure other places are probably gonna charge you a lot more. But this one is more available, you know. It's a lot easier to get your hands on. In my opinion, it's a lot better. It's a lot better. I mean, it's just the colors. Like I said, black just fits this armor so badass. The blood is there, but it's something that the cameras have a problem to pick up, because it looks kind of brown. It's a little bit odd, you know. I don't know, maybe with a Macross lens, if you are able to get really in there, you can really pick it up. But like I said, it doesn't really bother me. But I just love that I got this figure that I have always wanted to get. Even more badass version of it. And one of the things is that I love Berserk so much, man. I just love that series. I hope they come out with the next part before I die or something like that, because man, I really want to see that. And no, I don't want to jinx anything, by the way, guys. Man, what else can I say? This figures embody what Figma actually is. You know, the best you can get for Figma. This is probably up there. You know, obviously, if they add the wrist and the cape, leather cape, amazing. And the thing is, I think they're waiting. Because if you have read the manga, you know that there's cover art, and I'm gonna make this very clear. I know that cover arts in mangas do not represent the final story or anything like that, but there is a cover art of Guts wearing the armor, and the armor has the Skull Knight helmet, and it's gold. It's a gold armor, which looks pretty nice. Will that happen in the story? I don't know. Could happen. Could not. We might just see a more diabolic version of the armor. That would be pretty awesome. That's another thing. I wish it would have come with the wolf. That, you know, is basically the spirit of the armor. That would have been pretty awesome. But I wasn't expecting to. I mean, I have the Figma Twilight Princess DX version of Link. And he doesn't have Wolf Link, and they didn't give us Wolf Link for that, so they're not gonna give us the wolf here. Maybe one day I can find one that actually fits along with the figure. That would be pretty awesome. But man, if you were looking for a really good Figma, good version of Guts in 6-inch scale, this one is the one to go for. Some people are gonna say, the silver one. Yeah, go with the silver one. Spend $500. If you have the money, then go for it. Just telling you, you're not gonna get the skull. You're not gonna get the skull helmet. That is not included. And your Dragon Slayer is not gonna be covered in blood. Also, what else can I say about this figure that I haven't said? Gosh, like I said, it was my holy grail Figma for a very long time, and I'm just happy to finally have it. Like I said, I got it all the way back when it came out. I was really excited, pre-ordered it. The first thing I remember, I pre-ordered this guy, and like 2 minutes after checking out, all the orders were gone, and I felt like, fuck yeah, I got my hands on it. I was like, fuck, I got it. And I was like, oh shit, I cannot believe it. I was so over the moon with it, and I still am. The only bad thing, the big thing about this figure, besides the capes and stuff, because it's something that is really important. When you post this figure, you tend to walk next to it like a couple minutes after, and you go like, I'll get him in another pose. And then you walk a little bit, and you change the pose, and you go, I'll change the pose. Yeah, that's the problem that I have with this figure. That's why I keep it in the box. Sometimes I go, because it's just like, I want him to be slashing upwards, I want him to be doing this, I want him to be doing that, and you know, you have to go and move it. It's, you know, that's a pain in the ass, but that's good because it means that the figure, you know, attracts. And I have had a couple friends actually seeing doing that, dude. That is badass. And in my opinion, this is the best representation of the Guts Berserk armor. Now, obviously, there's the 301, but that is a 12-inch size figure, so you cannot compare with this. And in my opinion, this is not gonna be beat in a very long time. Like, in a very long time, and I'm pretty sure Figma has some rights to those. But in the long run, I hope to get Griffin, Casca, of course, the other versions of Guts. Hopefully, the silver one, that's still on my list, but I will have to pay, like, I'll pay 100 or 150 for it. I don't need the manga, I just need the figure with everything. You know, I'll pay that much, but I wouldn't pay 500 for it. No, 500 for a figure that looks good. Obviously, it's the same as mine, but I don't know, a black color scheme is just way better, you know, for Guts. So yeah, in my humble opinion, if you can get your hands on it, do do if you can get it for 80 or 100, get it. It's worth it. It's awesome. Obviously drop some money on the cape, on the new cape, which I'm gonna do. I have to. I want it to be black. I want it to be leathered. It's just the way to go. It's gonna be pretty darn awesome. So if you know where can I get one, drop me the link. Don't drop me the link to a video somebody made. Drop me the link to the place the person bought it from, because I'm not interested in watching that guy's video. You know, I have the figure, I own it. You know, if I want to watch the figure, I just go look at all the pictures I have taken of it and just take it out of the box and do some cool poses with it. And like I said, if you can get your hands on it, do. Like I said, the wrists are the problems in the cape, but you know, the wrists you cannot fix that, but the cape you can. And once that is fixed, you can forget about anything else. You know, you have what I think to be the definitive version of Guts. When I read the manga and watch the animes, after owning this figure, I just cannot see the armor in any color besides black. It just fits him so perfectly that it's really awesome. And like I said, the little light trick to make it look purple is amazing as well. Sadly I couldn't pull it off for you guys. My camera wasn't able to pick it up. It's a little bit weird to do. You have to get the lights in the certain color, and then I'm pretty sure somebody with a lot better camera than mine, with a very expensive setup, can pull it off, but sadly I cannot pull it off. But I'll see. I'll try. Maybe, who knows, maybe if I go outside and actually put it to the sun, maybe it'll work. So I have spoken for way too long, fanboy way too long for this, but man, I had to make it justice. I mean, I just had to. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys next time.